All right, guys. Jeff Barnes here. Strongest night for brews, barbells, bow hurt, and badassery. So this week is going to be a little shorter video, really just because of holidays coming along, and I'm traveling again. This time I'm in Wisconsin, of all things. Um, but anyway, there's some great events coming up. I know there's supposed to be something the ACL is doing for New Year's Eve. There's going to be some New Year's Eve bash, and uh, I just wish I had more travel time. I'd love to be up there fighting those guys and at least murking. Um, I know also there's a call for anybody who wants to, who's looking to go to Scotland. Um, you have to have a local, regional, and national event that you have to have, and if you want to compete, you have to fulfill those, and and get your dues in for the team in order to make it to Scotland this year. Sadly, I did not make it all the requirements. And that's my own fault. There's just time and money and travel got in the way, but Scotland would have been awesome. So for all those going, my hat's off to you. Um, Next year, I'm coming for you. So be prepared. And HMB news, it's official that Rome is going to be the location for in May. I'm definitely going to be uh, trying out for the 21-man team and hopefully be selected on a 5-man team. Definitely going to be working my butt off for both of those, along with trying to compete in the pole arm category and maybe sword and shield. Just trying to press my efforts into being the best I can be on and off the field. So lots of cool stuff going on, even though it's like a couple of weeks before Christmas, and we got that going on. And then of course, as you've seen in other videos, I talk about Riddle of Steel. Now, Riddle of Steel is a great event, and that's where the qualifiers for if you're looking to be in the duels, that's where you need to be to go and compete internationally. So January in Orlando it's wonderful weather. I mean, it was a little cold some morning, but then it's like 80 degrees. So it's going from 32 degrees to 80 degrees is fantastic. So if you didn't spend all your vacation time with family over Christmas holidays, make sure you at least take a long weekend. Well worth a trip down to Orlando. It's going to be a lot of fun. Along with, even if you don't compete, come there because it's a lot of fun. It's a trip. I mean, there's fighting in a pit. There's so much stuff going on, and the parties are fantastic. So I can't recommend that enough, and I can't wait to go. Let's see here. Oh, so the topic of this week is the strongest night. And, I've had a couple of people say, well, that's pretty presumptuous, Jeff, that you call yourself the strongest knight. Well, so, yeah, that's the purpose. Not that I'm trying to be an ass or think that I truly am the totally strongest knight ever, because as I'm losing weight, my top numbers are going down. I'm still pretty darn strong, and I'm still very competitive in the strength. But, I've lost 62 pounds as of last weekend. And I have 10 more pounds to go to my 10 more pounds to go for my goal, and doing a reassessment, see where I'm at with my body fat and how I picture myself and the things I want to do. I might go for another 15 pounds. We won't know until we get there. But I'm happy with my performance, and I keep doing what I plan on doing. Once I hit that goal, then I am going to focus in on going back and rebuilding some strength while maintaining my current weight. So I'm going to go to a maintenance diet where I'm eating more calories and just balancing. So pretty excited about that. I'm eating at a deficit. I still eat. My base calories is a little over 2,000, 2,300 calories a day, and then add I eat back any calories that I'm eating for working out. So I'm still at a deficit no matter what, and it's working for me. I continue to lose pretty standard. I also started picking up a couple more extra routines in order to increase metabolism and help with my weight loss and just all overall performance. So I'm doing a lot of testing of my body and making sure I do the things I want to do. So let's talk about the strongest night. The strongest night is actually something that I've been talking to a couple of strength athletes that are also in the sport of bow herd. Guys who are extremely strong, as strong as I am, and now a couple of guys. These guys are hitting numbers that I haven't hit, and it's amazing to watch. Love watching them hit those numbers, and I'm excited for them because that's what they're training for. The purpose of the strongest night is to create the spirit of the sport, which is to be better athletes. And I think strength and overall athleticism is what's going to redefine the sport here in the United States. No longer can we just sword fight in our backyards and think we're badass. No, we've got to raise the standard. Rob Hunt, who fought and as a dual champion, broadsword, I believe he did longsword. You look at his training regimen, and he trained his butt off. It was CrossFit style, and just nonstop training. And he came back with third place at Baden. I mean, that speaks volumes. He had the skill, but he also, he put the effort in. It wasn't just the fact that he's a great sword fighter; he was a great athlete, combined with being a sword fighter. So conditioning, everything, all that involved. That's my goal. My goal isn't just to sit there and say, oh, I'm a badass. My goal is to create an order of strongest knights. That you heard it right. So here's how it's going to work. So there's this thing called the Wilks score, and powerlifting uses it, CrossFit uses it, but it's all based upon your body weight. So you plug in the numbers, and it's for male or female. And we could adjust the numbers a bit, but the score right now I'm setting it as 300 because I think that's a goal that's achievable by both male and female athletes. Your total lifts of bench, squat, deadlift. If your total score is 300 or higher, and you can video document that as a lift, you can do it in an open competition or just a video of you doing it. That you can send me and the other some other athletes that I might have take a look at it. If you score over 300, then you are qualified to challenge me for the strongest night. Now, the current strongest night, who's me right now, can never turn down a challenge. So if we're at an event and I'm there, and I'm going to try to make myself more available this next year, be in more events. If you want to challenge me and you've documented the fact that you have achieved a Wilks score of 300, then we will choose 3 types of duels. They can be pro fight duels. They can be sword shield, sword buckler, pole arms. It could be axes. It could be whatever. It's an honor system, honor choice between those 2 combatants, and however they choose is what will be decided. And so what that means is not only you have to be strong, because I could be stupid strong and not be effective on the field. That was my case last year. What I want to be is stupidly strong, but power and effectiveness and speed and performance, and as well as a skilled combatant, which means that you're combining both the athleticism and the art, the athleticism and the sport. And so, and being an effective fighter is our goal. Strength is never a weakness. So that's what I'm looking for. So this is open to male and female. So yes, if a female can have a Wilks score of 300 pounds, and it is achievable. I've tested the numbers; they're all reasonable numbers for a female who's strong can achieve a 300 Wilks score, just like a guy can. And with that, and again, based on your body weight, and there's some links in the blog post on how to calculate that. If you do that, then you can challenge me, And the order that we're creating of the strongest night is that we're going to have a mantle, kind of a we've seen pictures of it's like a short cape, and with a specific design. And every person who is the strongest knight can wear that mantle. And of course, you won't wear that in combat because it could be pulled against, trapped in. But if for decorative purposes, you can wear that mantle to say that you are part of an exclusive order of the strongest knight. The current strongest knight will also have a special brooch, which I will buy, and you will wear on your breast, and because the mantle comes down, so you wear it on the front of the mantle. That signifies that you are the current strongest knight. All other strongest knights get to wear the honor of having the mantle, and then you have the current strongest knight has the brooch, and that brooch then gets passed on to the new strongest knight as they win. And then that strongest knight can then make their own mantle with specs that I'll provide them. So this is all in fun of creating the sport and challenge you guys to be better. And I hope that people don't take it as, oh, Jeff's just trying to be a pompous ass. I am one, but I'm trying to be a good pompous ass, I guess. So, anyway, so take a look at the numbers, take a look at what your scores are. If you're not where you need to be, I highly, highly recommend getting a coach. Now, there's two coaches right now that I would recommend. One is Steve Slama. He was my coach for many, many years. He's got Westside Barbell. He's got Spartan SGX. He's a CrossFit coach, and he runs his own gym. He knows what he's doing. He got me extremely strong and gave me more mobility than I ever had training alone. The other person that I would even more highly recommend is Duncan McCullum at Be Greater Fitness. Now I don't get to see all his programming because I don't use him yet. I've got my own programming routine because I'm really trying to drop weight, and I know what I'm doing, but I see what he's doing, and I'm very excited. So what he's planning to do, and I don't have all the pictures of what he's planning to do, but from what I've heard from others, what I've seen him do, he is dead on what you need to be doing. It's conditioning, it's strength, it's performance, it is built in a way to stage you to that next level. You will get stronger, you will perform better, you will be a better athlete all around. So if you haven't, if you're considering truly becoming a better athlete in the sport, those are two athletes that you can reach out to, and I can get you the contacts for Steve Slama, and also Duncan McCullum is often posted in our group about and multiple groups about his fitness regimen. They're both reasonably. The advantage with Duncan is the fact that he has done the sport. He has competed. He's a world-class athlete. He knows his stuff, and his fighters that he's currently training, are showing some surprising huge numbers. I'm impressed, and so his results speak solely not only for himself but also through his fighters. So you've got that. So that is it in a nutshell. When I talk about the strongest night, and if you see me talk about strongest night and whatnot, that's the reason. It's not because I'm being pompous. It's me having a direction and purpose. I think the strongest night is something that we all can achieve. It's something that we all should it's something that we should have a goal for obtaining. And I hope this next week somebody's knocking at my door saying, Jeff, here's my numbers. I'll see you at Riddle. And despite whatever happens at Riddle, I challenge you, and I will take that challenge, every one of you. So I hope to see you. I can't wait to be challenged. I can't wait to see who the next strongest night is going to be. It could be you. Until next time, this is Jeff Barnes with Brews, Barbells, and Badasseries. Bohurt. I keep switching them. We'll figure it out, I promise. And love you guys. I'll see you in your list. See you in the list. And I hope you all the best. Happy New Year.